Hi guys, welcome to my channel where we talk about everything from tech to films and all the fun stuff in between. So it's almost that time of the year, just before Apple's refresh cycle for the iPhones. And this is the time where we keep getting leaks and rumors and speculations about what the next new models are going to be like. We see leaks of internal parts, batteries, camera modules, and this time even the speaker components and charging cables. And then we see mocks, even clones of the next gen iPhones. And based on the history of these leaks, they mostly are close enough to the real deal. See, at this point, Apple usually moves from its prototype testing phase into actually finalizing the real model, as it needs to launch, mass produce, and ship the product in the next few months. And with such huge assembly of people working on this device, there are bound to be leaks no matter how much you tighten the security. So here's the roundup of everything we've known so far. I have searched far and deep on the internet so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the future of technology. Just before proceeding, guys, please subscribe to my channel as this will immensely help with my YouTube journey. So let's get on with the video. First up is the screen sizes. This time around, there are rumored to be 4 models: the usual iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. But there is also going to be a new addition to the non-Pro series in the form of iPhone 12 Max. The screen sizes are going to range from 5.4 inches to a whopping 6.7 inches on that high-end Pro model. It's a bit surprising that a leaked screen module is showing 5.4-inch screen size in this day and age where mobile phones are almost becoming mini tablets. The existing iPhone 11 screen size is 6.1 inches. So it would be really interesting to see how the smaller 5.4 inches screen size will pan out and whether the new 12 Max is going to be the one to bridge the gap for people wanting a bigger screen but not pay the Pro prices. Next up is design. Almost all leaks pointed towards this, and this time the iPhone 12 is going to get square edges like the iPad Pros. The last time we had square design was with the iPhone SE models and the iPhone 5s. Here I have the iPhone 5 and you can see how the square edges stack up against the curves. Personally, I do prefer the square edges as it makes the device less slippery in hands. The current iPad Pro 2020 also feels this way because of that nice squared edges. It feels comfortable to hold in hands without worrying about the device slipping. Next up is that notch in the front. Bad news is that the notch is still going to be present. Seems like Apple didn't get to that point where it could shrink the whole camera system into the thin top borders. This really would have been so cool, but maybe a few more years for tech to reach to that point. But it's not all bad news, as the size of that notch is going to be smaller and the borders are going to be much thinner as well, especially on those Pro models, giving you that near edge-to-edge screen. Next is about the color palette. The standard color this time around is likely going to be the midnight blue. I seriously hope that this is true, as last year's green was a bit of a strange entity to the color palette, as I would rather choose a decent blue shade any day over that green. I also hope that they add a decent product red version to that Pros. There is also speculation that USB-C might show up on the Pro models, but again, several more leaks and sources pointed towards the retention of the Lightning port. Might be that Apple is still considering USB-C as an iPad Pro/Mac only thing, and seems like the Lightning port is here to stay a bit longer. Next up is the camera module. If you followed my channel, then you'd know that I swear by the iPhone 11 Pro's camera system. It's simply amazing and probably the best camera which I've ever used on an iPhone. So I'm super excited to see what Apple brings to the table with the iPhone 12. All the leaks show this flower-like 4-camera lens system design. The new fourth edition is being referred to as 3D camera, more like the LiDAR scanner on the iPad Pro, and it will be used for depth sensing whilst taking pictures. There is also talk about a periscope zoom lens technology based on several patents which Apple has filed. This periscope zoom technology allows better optical zoom capabilities in smaller camera enclosures like the ones used on smartphones. Currently, Apple offers 2x optical zoom in its iPhone 11 series, but with the periscope zoom, this could be up to 10 times more in the same thickness and same enclosure. This feature is not 100% confirmed and probably might not show up in this year's iPhones, but it would be so cool to have this. Next up is 5G. Seems like all the models will support 5G speeds, and there is talk about having sub 6G speeds on the Pro models. Next, let's look into that controversial packaging and what's going to be included or left out this time around. Lots of rumors and leaks are pointing towards Apple ditching chargers and earpods from the iPhone 12's packaging. This is to reduce the carbon footprint and wastage caused due to unused chargers. At first, this felt like a big deal, but if you consider the amount of wastage produced every year by unused chargers, it feels like the right thing to do. Not just Apple, but looks like other manufacturers will soon be following suit. At this point in time, I'm pretty sure we all will have ample chargers lurking around in our desks, and some probably never ever been taken out of the box. I mean, look at this. I haven't removed the charger from my last year's iPad Air box, or even the charger from the 2017 iPhone 10 box. I had to use my iPhone 11 Pros and iPad Pros chargers as they are different and support fast charging. But unless I sell off my iPhone with all the accessories and chargers, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be taking the new charger out of the box from the next iPhone. And coming to earpods, it is not confirmed if Apple is definitely going to pull these off as well, but I do hope they keep it, as earpods do tend to wear off after repeated usage. I was actually hoping for AirPods to be included at least with that Pro models, but I don't think this is going to happen. And pulling these accessories off, Apple can reduce the box size substantially and probably ship 2 box units in place of 1. It's a win-win situation from all sides for Apple and planet Earth. One more thing which looks like is going to be improved this time around for the first time ever is that charging cable. And if you ask me, it's about time. We all know how Apple cables tend to chip and wear away after constant usage. So Apple is going to include a braided Lightning to USB-C cable this time around. The base storage also might be bumped up to 128 gigabytes, especially on the Pro models, same as what Apple did with the iPad Pros this year. Great news for all of us who are looking for that bit more when we pay extra for the Pro models, and the storage is one thing which would definitely count towards that. Processor wise, we'll be looking at the newer A14 processor capable of even faster speeds and better power management. And I seriously hope that this is going to be the case, as leaks are showing lower capacity batteries across the range, excluding that bigger model. See, besides the camera system, the other excellent feature of the iPhone 11 Pro series is the battery life. This is hands down the best battery on any iPhone ever, and let's hope that Apple doesn't pull an iPhone 6 on us and sacrifice battery life to pave way for some other feature. And finally, it's that cherry on the top of tech features list, the 120Hz display. Initial leaks suggested that it might be included only on the Pro models, but the recent leaks are suggesting that this might not be coming to the iPhone 12 series. Think this is going to be left off in favor of battery life. It would be good to have at least up to 90Hz on the Pro models, but let's wait and see which route Apple is going to take on this front. So that's all for now, guys. Think I've covered almost everything that has been floating around on the web at the moment regarding the upcoming iPhone 12 series. If I did miss anything, please do mention in the comments section down below. The date of this September event is likely going to be during the first week, but no matter what the date, I will be covering all the announcements on my channel as soon as the event is done. So please be subscribed to my channel, guys, and show your support, as this will immensely help with my YouTube journey. And as always, thanks a lot for staying with me until the end. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.